Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of LANGERR at the Mic. Today's Week 2 preview episode of LANGERR at the Mic, NFL Week 2. We got football talk. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know if we've picked up the second half of that yell there, Ryan, but it's all good. Let's get right into it by recapping last week, first of all. We made our picks last week. You can check that out on my YouTube channel at Mike
I
LANGERR.
just gave the recap
Yes.
right there.
Yes. Well, it was okay. We were both 9-7. We were both dead even at 9-7.
8.5. We did not officially have our Kansas City.
But we did because you predicted the Chiefs and
yeah, but
I predicted the Chiefs beforehand. We're both on the record for predicting the Chiefs. It's fine. We're 9-7. Call it 9-7. Nice and even. Yes, we're 9-7.
Are we gonna
So
have a long going bet for the?
we could definitely make this a competition by if we do this every week and by the end of the year.
Shave the other person into our chest hairs.
Yeah, something like that, or maybe I'll shave my head again. Sure, I'm down.
I don't know if I want to shave my head, but
Well,
how about we should get all of our 10 listeners to vote in on it.
Oh yeah, for sure. 10 listeners, and hey, maybe by the end of the year it'll be 20 listeners. We'll see, or maybe 200 listeners.
Maybe
but we'll
2
see.
billion listeners.
Maybe 2 billion. No, I'm kidding.
Maybe
but
not.
we'll see. You never know. But yeah.
I
So
know for a fact it will not be 2 billion listeners by the end of the year.
what I do know for a fact, though. But what I do know for a fact is that I think, well, I don't know about you, but so many people lost their survivor pool this weekend for taking the god-darn Indianapolis Colts over the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Or the Philadelphia Eagles against the Redskins, man.
But the thing is the
upsets this week.
But to me, the Redskins, they have Ron Rivera at the end of the day. They have one of the, as in my eyes, he didn't win a Super Bowl, but he is one of the best, the most consistent head coaches of the last decade.
I didn't look up any stats. I didn't look up anything in particular, but I'm assuming that a solid 30% took Indianapolis because it's a good pick to take early in the year. I'm probably looking towards at least 10% loss in Detroit.
Don't even get me started on the Lions. The Lions just lioned. What can I say? They lioned.
I know. And then I'm sure around 10% loss, at least 10% loss in that Philly pick too.
But at least the Philly pick kind of makes sense because they were ravaged on that offensive line. And what's the strength of the Redskins? Their defensive line led by Chase Young, right? Rookie Chase Young.
And then they're just you know what? We already won a Super Bowl recently. You guys can have this one. You can have this game here. It's probably the only win you're gonna get all season, anyways. So here you go, friends. Chase Young's kind of scary too. I just want to get off the field. I don't want Nick Foles is I don't want to play against this guy anymore.
You mean Carson Wentz?
I'm gonna give them
Carson Wentz, not Nick Foles.
What did I say? Nick Foles?
You said Nick Foles, yeah. If only, because if it was Nick Foles, they might have actually won that game. You never know.
That's a good read.
But
absolutely. Yes, Carson Wentz, my bad. I'm just so used to him being injured and the backups coming in, but Nick Foles isn't even there. He hasn't been there for a while. I don't know what I was thinking there.
Jalen Hurts now is there, but I would say yeah, and I would say I also made an emotional pick choosing the Jets. That was more of a shout out to my cousin and uncle who are Jets fans, and I honestly thought that.
Yeah, but that's their fault for being Jet fans. So.
Well, it's your fault for being a Dolphins fan, and my fault for being a Cowboys fan.
I stand by it every day of my life.
How about them Cowboys?
Except for on Sundays.
but yeah, I would try not to make another pick like that this week. But what I am proud of is the Arizona Cardinals surprising the defending NFC champ San Francisco 49ers. I am proud of that.
Look, I said it'd be a good game. I was excited. I think I made the bold prediction of them having the best wide receiver core this year. And I am going to continue and stand by that one.
Yeah.
I like what I saw by Kyler and the gang.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure everybody did, especially Arizona fans. I mean, this team can compete. And we saw that. I don't think this is more of San Fran shooting themselves in the foot. I think it's just Arizona saying, you know what? We're actually not bad at all. Let's have some fun out there. Let's pull some upsets. And by the end of the year, they might not even be upsets anymore. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing though, just to end,
you're gonna join me on the ooh.
No, I was just honestly still kind of PTSD'd by the Cowboys losing. Just that fourth down. Again, I know you said it was stupid, and I agree with you, but there was
Cowboy logic.
No, but there was actual like
Fan
analytical
logic with
logic.
Mike at 5:29
On a Thursday.
on a Thursday.
No, but
Here
like
it is.
there are so many different opinions. Just my opinion, like I do agree with you. Take the points,
Yes,
but
bro, I'll
I
go
just
for
feel
it.
like if the plan was to go for it and to get that first down, like there's just so many better ways that it could have happened.
Yeah,
That's my
like
my take, you know.
not making that decision in the first place. I think that would have been the right choice.
Or like maybe you could have stopped Cam Newton on the ground from running all over you.
You know what? It didn't make a difference in the end. It's not like they lost by a field goal or anything.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like
You know, like it's still Bill Belichick, and it's a former MVP, so Bill Belichick's definitely going to find a way to make it work up there in New England. Maybe not to the tune of 12-4, 13-3, but they'll be. You know what
I'm confused. What are we talking? I thought we were talking about Dallas, LA right now.
No, well, I don't know. I'm just talking about our favorite teams. But
Oh.
you know what? Let's just get on to week 2 because both the Dolphins and Cowboys lost in week 1. So let's put that behind us. Let's get right to week 2.
Mine hurt less.
Yeah,
it actually
true.
hurt to watch the Cowboys lose more this week. Like that was.
I don't blame you. I honestly don't blame you.
That was a painful loss to watch.
Oh yeah. But again, you know the Cowboys.
6 points, and I just needed one more catch from Cooper Kupp. No problem though. Thanks,
No,
Cowboys. Thanks, Garrett.
I'll say this again though, Garrett McCarthy. I'll say this again.
What am I doing?
Yeah, hello.
Oh,
I'll say this again though.
Podcast? Dang.
It's all good. Hey, you know what? I find whenever I do videos solo, there's no one there to correct me. But at least here, I'm here to correct you, and you're here to correct me. You know?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Let's
It's just
move
if
on
we're
to
both
Andy.
wrong, then we have a problem.
Let's just move on to Andy Dalton and the
Yeah.
Cincinnati Bengals playing.
Yeah, exactly. Friggin' Andy
What do you
Reid
mean
leading,
you're not there?
coaching the Eagles. But what was I gonna say? Yeah. So just honestly, the Cowboys 2014 lost week 1 against the 49ers. Tony Romo played that game with blinders on with like 4 interceptions or whatever the heck it was, or
Here
3
we
interceptions.
go.
Cowboys went 12-4. 2016,
Logic at 5:31 in the afternoon.
2016, the Dallas Cowboys
on the mic.
started 0-1, and then they went 13-3. And then in 2018, the Cowboys started 0-1.
78.6% of people that start 0-1 don't give a damn.
Yeah, but I give a damn about my Cowboys, you know, meeting their expectations this year and after a rough start, but I'm not too worried. That's my point. Anyway, let's actually move on to week 2 now. So, in a couple of hours, we have the Battle of Ohio, the glorified Battle of Ohio, taking place in Cleveland, just across the 2 lakes from where we are now, right? Across
Ohio,
like Ontario and.
Ohio, no, am I right?
Oh yeah, Ohio, no.
Yeah, we need a soundboard. Exactly.
But okay, so Cleveland just got absolutely destroyed by Baltimore last week. Joe Burrow looked pretty good in his debut. I mean, with the bad luck at the end there with the offensive PI call, and then the Bengals kicker just pulling a Blair Walsh and or a Gostkowski maybe,
Yeah, so
right?
in defense, it looked like he might have just like tore his ACL in the middle of the play there.
Yeah,
like,
no, absolutely,
like
for sure. So that's why I'm saying more bad luck, and we obviously wish him all the best,
I
right?
don't think the PI was bad luck. I think that's bad reffing. That was okay. You know what?
But to have both the PI and your kicker getting injured on a 20-point, that's an extra point or 20-yard extra point.
AJ Green, I was so pumped for that big comeback for him. And you know what? Like that was a bad call. Like that was like a borderline-ish bad call. But man, if we're gonna talk about bad calls, was your Cowboys call, man? That on freaking.
Okay, all right. We're gonna try to stay on week 2 here.
My bad. I'm still heartbroken. I don't know what happened there.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine, unless Tyron Smith can't go, which is another story. But anyway, we'll get to that.
All right, so look,
later.
I'm super excited for this game. Actually, I think Cleveland sucked enough last week to maybe like make this game look more entertaining. Because I thought this would be like looking at the calendar, I'm like, oh, Joe Burrow's coming in cool, be a little more entertaining than usual, but still going to be a big win for Cleveland. I ain't so sure anymore. It's not even like they got like beat bad. They looked like the Browns. They looked bad. There was nothing going for them. I can't imagine that OBJ doesn't have a big comeback this game, but then again, Baker Mayfield has not. Well, I mean, he's been wearing that jersey properly. He's been representing the Browns just the way he should. So we'll see. But I still think I give the edge to Cleveland for a comeback week this week. I believe since he unfortunately goes 0-2, even though they really do deserve to be 1-1 at this point. But yeah, And I see Cleveland winning this game, something along the lines of like 27-20.
I take Cleveland as well in this game because more so for the one of the biggest cliches of all time. It's a week-to-week league. Anything could happen on any given Sunday, right? And especially after week one of the season, some things like they hold true. Some things that you see in week one hold true for the rest of the season, but a lot of things don't.
Yeah, I mean,
So
like season-ending injuries. Yes, I agree.
I mean, yeah, those suck. I
All right,
mean,
all right,
frig,
Blake Jarwin.
like Jarwin, yep. Lamar, no, not I'm blacking out. Von
Lamar.
Miller,
Yeah,
Von Miller, yeah, that was
before.
before, yeah, but still, that counts in my books, right? Like, yeah, those stick. But here's the thing, though. So Cleveland, I think they bounce back on a Thursday night short week. You're talking about a rookie quarterback working on a short week right now in the second week of the season. Although then again, you have Kevin Stefanski, a rookie head coach, also working on a short week.
The Browns.
But they're at home in their home opener. I mean, they won't have any fans. I don't think they won't have any fans, but I give them the edge on this one. Browns, give me Browns in an ugly game, 23-19. Browns. 23-19, an ugly game.
Saucy.
An ugly, tight game.
I like that.
Yes.
All right, moving on.
So let's lead off with the Cowboys hosting the Atlanta Falcons at 1 o'clock.
Oh, is that a 1 o'clock game?
It's a 1 o'clock game, yes, believe it or not.
I believe I heard that this is the largest over-under on the week. I think it was 58 points or something crazy. So,
yeah.
Let's go.
I think it's 52. I have 52 and a half here, I think.
Well, I was way off. Can we do that again? Man, I'm having...
That's according to Score Mobile. According to Score Mobile.
That's strike 3 for me, man.
It's all good. You try.
58's a lot. Either way, 53's still a lot, too. So... yeah, this is going to be a fun one, boys. I was a little disappointed with Matty Ice last week. Oh, sorry, let me rephrase that. With the Falcons last week because Matty Ice, looked like every odd year Matty Ice does. And that wide receiver core was beautiful, and I thought it was just they're going to be exciting all year to watch because they're going to lose a lot of games that they put big numbers on, and I think this is just going to be another perfect example of a shootout game. But I'm sorry, buddy. Your Cowboys are going 0-2 to start the year. Matty Ice pulls it off by just a smidgen. We are going 36-35 Falcons.
I honestly don't completely disagree with you there.
Oof, that's tough.
I honestly don't completely I just have. On the one hand, I don't want to overreact to what we saw on Sunday night in that Rams game, but at the same time, I need to see. There weren't enough good things from that game that give me a lot of confidence here, And then also to think that the Cowboys also face the Seahawks in Week 3. They go to Seattle Week 3. The Cowboys, if they lose this game, they're staring an 0-3 deficit for the first time in God. It's been a while. Cowboys 0-3. You got to look back before the Romo days since the Cowboys have been 0-3.
That's gotta hurt.
So
who do they play next week?
At Seattle. That's what I'm saying. So this game is honestly a must-win game.
No.
But I got, you know what? I'm going to go with Atlanta in this one. I'm not going to make any emotional picks this week. I'm going with Atlanta this week.
It hurts the heart.
It hurts. And I'm still cheering for the Cowboys to win. But you know what? As a aspiring professional sports broadcaster, I can't go with my emotions. I got to go with my logic and my gut, but not my emotions, right? And in this one, I think the Falcons will, be tough for the Cowboys in this one. I really do.
That's fair.
I'm not saying the Cowboys can't bounce back, but I just think I didn't see enough good things last week.
I think they won't bounce back.
Yeah, they can, but I didn't see enough good things from them last week to inspire that.
This is probably going to be the most exciting 1 o'clock game there is. Maybe Carolina-Tampa.
Carolina-Tampa. Ooh, let's go. But Tampa's going to win.
Nope.
Oh, wait. Oh, by the way, you said your score. I didn't. Let's go with a score of Falcons will get into the 30s. Let's go with 34, 27. Or actually even 34, 23. 34-23.
Ooh, that bad, eh? No.
Yeah.
Ouch, that hurts. All right, Carolina-Tampa. I disagree. Carolina's winning this one. I saw a lot of great things from Carolina last week. They had the win. They blew it. Happens. Whatever. But look, Anderson did exactly what you think he would do. Come in there and have one explosive play to ignite the offense. Run CMC did exactly what he does. Wait, do people call him Run CMC? Because I just called him that. Was that instantaneous?
I think so. I don't know. I just call him McCaffrey. I just call him my number 1 overall pick in fantasy this year.
All right, whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Carry on.
Carry on Johnson. You took carry on for the first pick.
Dude, you're good. Like, come on. we used that like 4 times in last week's show. Like, come on.
Stop! I won't stop.
Oy
It'll keep on coming. Anyway.
Continue, please.
So, I like Carolina, man. I like the way they look. Tampa. I'm not trying to put Tampa Bay down. I think this is gonna be another close one and a heartbreaking start for the Bucks. They're gonna start 0-2. Don't get me wrong. I still think they'll sneak into the postseason after an 0-2 start, but I don't think they win this one. I think Carolina comes back strong after quite a heartbreaking loss. Tampa Bay lost bad too, like heartbreaking fashion too. But I like the way that offense looks, and the defense is good enough. So good enough is the key word.
Let me ask you something,
I'm also
Ryan.
worried about Godwin. Like, if Godwin's
Ryan, let me ask you. Let me stop you right there and ask you something. What's the name of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback again?
Could I have a hint?
Jameis Winston? What? Jeff Garcia? What? No.
Mike Glennon?
Mike Glennon, yeah. Tom Brady will not go 0-2 losing at home to the Carolina Panthers. I just cannot see that happening. I cannot see that happening. Well, isn't that what kind of we're doing right now? Like we're doing like this is like a bet within a bet, isn't it?
Want to make a bet within a bet within a bet?
Do you want to make a bet within a bet within a bet within a bet within a bet?
Bet. We need a soundboard.
Eventually. Hey, maybe when I go to our studio at CSM, we'll get some sound effects. We'll see. But
I know what you're talking about. Anyway.
But Tampa at my college, we have an actual radio that we can use maybe soon. But Tampa's winning this game. It'll be exciting. I'm not necessarily saying Carolina won't hang in there, but Tampa's winning this game.
I'm sorry. Wait, I'm saying the reverse. Yeah. No.
I'm saying Carolina will not hang in there. They will hang in there, but they will not beat Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucks. And then it's just not happening.
Carolina 27-26.
27-20. Ooh, okay. I got Tampa. Let's go Tampa 31-20.
Okay.
31-20. All right, next. Jacksonville and Tennessee. Are we going to make the same mistake that we did last week and rule out the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Absolutely. I'm taking Tennessee.
I am. Yeah, Tennessee. Minshew Mania was good for 1 week. I mean, that was also kind of Phillip Rivers just throwing the game away.
Actually kind of exciting again. So it's like Minshew is fun, man. Minshew is everything I wanted.
I mean, he only has like 1 incompletion, I think. It was 19 for 20.
Insane.
Yeah.
He played like a top end.
A second-year, 6th-round pick.
With a stash like that, baby.
Hold on a sec. Who else was a 6th-round pick? He also, or 6th round, or a very late pick. He plays Mike Glenn. Stephen McGee. But yeah, so hey, man. Yeah, Tom. But look, I just look until if the Jaguars could do it twice in a row and shut us up, then great. Let's see it. Yeah, but until then, Tennessee. I mean, unless hey, you know what? Gostkowski could miss 4 kicks again.
That was pain.
He could miss 4 kicks again. That could happen. We'll see.
That was just nasty. I'm calling Tennessee. I'm gonna go Tennessee, because I can't give them a field. Yeah, I'll give them 1 chip shot field goal. Tennessee 23 to Jacksonville 20, but Gostkowski does miss another point after kick.
Okay, one kick at 1 point after. That's it, or 1 point after and a field goal.
1 point after.
Okay. All right, I have. Let's say Tennessee.
Gets 1 field goal attempt, and he makes it, but it was 25 yards.
So if there's going to be a missed extra point, you have to take that into account when predicting the score. So
yeah, I did. I was.
Okay, good. Gotcha. Okay, I have Tennessee. Let's go Tennessee. 29. No, 26. No. Let's go. 23-13. 22-13. Final answer. 22-13. There you go. That's the score. 22-13 Tennessee. All right, next. Chicago Bears hosting the New York Giants. Easy. Bears. Done. Did you know that Ben Roethlisberger outrushed Saquon Barkley last week?
Oh, well, also James Conner by default then. But
No, he outrushed Saquon Barkley last week.
That's a good meme.
That's the story of last week's game.
Now, for all those at home
or Mondays
that are listening, not watching, I had a big grin on my face when when Mike said Bears next. I'm calling the upset. I like the Giants here. I like what I saw in the first half, and they played an elite defense. We're talking top 3 defense in Pittsburgh. Still put up numbers, still had really big plays. They made big mistakes, don't get me wrong. But Jones looked fine. Like, he made a couple bonehead moves, but other than that, looked great. Saquon got stuffed, but against Pittsburgh, calm down. And, yes, do you expect Saquon to be better than that? Sure, but he still made unbelievable plays on the catching game, too. He hurdled defenders left and right. It's just he kept getting stuffed at the line because, well, it's Pittsburgh's line. Watt does a good impression of him.
But Ryan, again, let me ask you, though. You say Pittsburgh has an elite defense, right?
Yes.
Does Chicago not have a really good defense as well? Isn't that kind of what they're depending on to be good this year?
But their offense is not as good as Pittsburgh's.
Okay, but here's the thing. Like, the Giants, though, I've seen 10 years of Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett calls a running play on 2nd and 11 when you're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. No. Mike McCarthy did not call. I'm pretty sure he did not call any running plays on 2nd and long.
On 4th down when he can tie the game.
Sure, he went for it on 3rd and 6, but there was but
4th and 2. What the hell, man?
But still, Mike McCarthy has won more games in this league than Jason Garrett has. Mike McCarthy has more playoff wins and more Super Bowls than Jason Garrett.
So he has no excuse for making a stupid decision like that. What the hell was he thinking?
But it's a long season, Ryan. It's a long season. I have no faith in.
I can't wait for them to lose, miss the playoffs by 1 game, and come down to that bonehead decision. Anyways, so I am actually calling the Giants.
I got Bears.
I raised you by 1 Mitch Trubisky. Yeah, sure. He came alive in the 4th quarter. Which blew.
Does he not deserve any credit for that? I mean, yeah, he's Mitch Trubisky, but does he not deserve any credit for coming alive?
Because I'm not overlooking the first 3 quarters. No, he looked.
You're just
like the worst quarterback in the league for the first 3 quarters. Had a great 4th quarter. I'll give him credit for that, but it doesn't mean he's good. He came alive. He got clutch against a train wreck of whatever happened there in Detroit. It's
the
not
Lions lining.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. But no, I like the Giants this game, and I think the Giants are not only going to win. They're going to win by 10 points. I got the Giants at 28-18. Well, no, that sounds weird. 27-17. Let's go with that.
One of us is going to be really dead wrong on this, and I love it. I'm not giving the Giants a chance. Bears, give me Bears.
On you.
19-9.
19-9.
Yes.
Okay. Ouch.
I like when I first started watching football, I always want to see clean games, clean scores. But in recent years, you know what? Just I always try to account for those really weird and odd scores. So that's going to be my thing, 19-9 Bears. Now we have the Green Bay Packers hosting the Detroit Lions.
I mean, part of me wants to say this game will be good, but Green Bay looked really good. Really, really good. And Detroit did not. I'm not saying Detroit can't go bounce back and pull the upset on the road here. I'm just saying that they're not going to. I got Green Bay 31 to 20. So.
Yeah, well, I feel like this game is in years past, I'm talking the last 5 years or so, or 6 years. This is a game that sometimes the Packers have not automatically won.
Yeah, and then they also won on a Hail Mary in the last couple seconds of the game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. But I'm saying, the Lions...
Was that Rodgers to Rodgers?
I think so. I think it was to Richard Rodgers.
Yeah,
it was Thanksgiving to Richard Rodgers, I believe. So, but I'm saying, like in the past, like in the last 5 years, this has been a game that the Packers have struggled with. And even last year, it came down to two terrible calls on the Lions' defensive line. I think it was
Right.
Deshaun Hand or
Right.
something. And that basically let the Packers back in the game and win. But here's the thing. I'm going to try something that, might be trademarked, and I might look really like an idiot for this, but I'm going to give it a try.
Be careful legally then.
No, it's okay. I'm going to try something. In the words of Stephen A. Smith, Aaron Rodgers is a bad, bad, bad man. How was that?
It's pretty good. A little too close to the mic for it, but it was pretty good, man.
All right. Thank you.
I can't imagine what my football scream sounded like
instead. But all right, so Packers over the Lions. Give me maybe not Aaron Rodgers going off quite like he did against the Vikings, but if Aaron Rodgers is still going to be mad, like right now, the internal conflict in Green Bay that I talked about last video, Aaron Rodgers is winning right now over the Green Bay front office.
I love watching an angry Rodgers play. That was entertaining football from him, baby.
That pass, I think was it to Devontae Adams or Valdez Scantling, like right like at the 2-yard line, like tiptoed just like in the basket.
It was MVS.
MVS, yeah. Okay, so like just plays like that. We're gonna see another one like that by Aaron Rodgers in this game. I say Packers win again, not as crazy like they did against the Vikings, but still comfortably 27-13, 27-13. Packers. Woo! Now, next we have. Still in the NFC North, we have the Minnesota Vikings visiting the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, two heartbreak disappointments. Like, could I not pick a team? No, I'm taking the Vikings. Although they got pulverized in most part of the game for Green Bay, they did get some garbage. They got some garbage time touchdowns. Nice deep ones to Thielen. I still like the way the team looked. The rushing game still looked amazing. The defense did not. Defense ruined my fantasy week last week. I lost by 0.6 points, and I had negative points for the defense. It really hurts. But sorry, I just had to throw that out there. Still ranting. But yeah, I like them over Indy because they're almost identical teams. Minus a Marlon Mack injury, but they're pretty two similar teams to be. But I think Minnesota is just a little bit more talented than experienced. So I'm going to take Minnesota. In a low-scoring, not a really fun game to watch, 17-14.
Here's what bothers me about this game. I hate Phillip Rivers. Why?
Not more than me.
Why? No, and I don't like saying that on these shows like that I hate players, but here's why I hate Phillip Rivers.
No, I don't like his attitude. So.
No, I don't want to get to that, but here's why I hate Phillip Rivers. Because I always predict the outcome of his games for the Chargers and now the Colts incorrectly. If I think that, Phillip Rivers is going to go off for 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, be like classic, like future Hall of Fame level play, right? He'll just throw 4 picks and blow the game away with when they should have easily won against, I don't know, the Titans at home in week 4, or the Dolphins in 2016, right? Or I'll be like, yeah, Phillip Rivers, you can't trust him. He'll throw 4 picks and he's like just careless with the ball, turns it over and just can't win a big game. And then he'll throw 400 yards and put up 4 TDs and just play like a future Hall of Fame level quarterback. So I know whichever I pick in this game, I'll be wrong. That being said,
so pick Indy for me, please. Then
I'm gonna pick the Vikings.
Because
screw you, Phillip Rivers. I'm picking the Vikings. Prove me wrong. Make me wrong again. Yes, I'm not. Yeah. Rivers. Vikings it is for me. Vikings, let's say, kind of like you said, but a little bit less ugly. Let's say 20 to 16.
Okay.
2016. That's my score.
Next
we have your Miami Dolphins hosting the Buffalo Bills.
Fins down.
Way to go.
They don't look good. Devontae Parker might be injured. Who's Gaskin? What happened to this sweet-looking tandem of Howard and Breida? It's like, what happened there? Why'd Gaskin get all the carries? I don't even understand.
Myles Gaskin, right?
Yeah. What? It's just so.
I mean, you have Matt Breida and Jordan Howard. Yeah.
I know. It's don't have any answers for you. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that he got 3 interceptions. Fitzpatrick wasn't as bad as the stat line looks. One of those interceptions was Preston Williams falling down before on the interception. The other one was on a unbelievably missed PI at the end of the game too, where like the Dolphins had a slight chance at a comeback. I think there was like 3 minutes left. He threw a deep ball to Gesicki, who probably had a chance at the ball. Can't really tell, but like too much. But he just got taken out. They just didn't call it. And it got picked off. So 2 of those interceptions really aren't on Fitzpatrick. Then one was disgusting. One was just like, oh, there's typical Fitzpatrick, just throwing the ball to nobody. Oh, hey, look, it was picked off. What a surprise. But he didn't play horribly other than that. I just really hope, and like we lost Parker for the end of the game too. So I can just only hope that Parker's okay. Parker comes back. I think we have not that bad of a blowout then. So I'm calling Buffalo maybe 25 to like 13 if Parker's in. And if Parker's not in, I hope we can at least get a touchdown.
Yeah, so I will be cheering hard for the Dolphins for you and for my cousin and uncle who are Jets fans, and I just have I just don't like the Bills. I just really don't like the Bills because of that. So, but this time I can't count them out this time. I gave the Jets a chance last week. I'm not gonna bet against the Bills this week.
Like the Dolphins are better than the Jets, but they're not that much better is the issue.
I mean, honestly, like I will believe fully in the Dolphins, or a little bit more in the Dolphins when we see what Tua has.
Yeah, like I'm down for that. When that's gonna happen, who knows? We'll see.
Exactly.
See if Fitzy throws another 3 interceptions this game. We'll see.
So
not on him.
Yeah, so that's why I'm going Bills in this one. I mean, again, let's say 23-13 Bills. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good score.
Sure.
There's something else I want to say about that, but I forgot. Let's see if it comes back to me.
How amazing Buffalo looks this year, unfortunately. God, they look good.
I'm cheering. You know what? I'm going to cheer for Cam Newton and Bill Belichick to just, bring the Bills down. Oh, yeah, I want to say the Bills are due for – they're due for a stinker or two. The Bills are due for a stinker or two.
I hope
they are.
This week.
Well, yeah, it could be. We'll see. Because the Bills just they're still too young of a team that like they don't like. I'm not saying they're not a favorite to win in the AFC East, but like they're not experienced enough of a team that they know how to win consistently week to week over a 17-week season or 16-game season. So they're going to lay a stinker, but I don't think it's going to be this one. So anyway, next.
Next, indeed.
Yeah, next. This is a survivor pick alert potential here. We got New York Jets hosting the 49ers. I think we can both agree. 49ers.
Correct. I love the meme of like the Niners somehow losing this game. But I don't live in Neverland.
I'd be down for it. I would be so down for the 49ers.
I wouldn't be down for it because there's the Jets. That's the only thing. But
I'd be 100% down because I also don't like the Niners.
They lost their like. I was gonna say they lost their best player in like Le'Veon Bell, but at this point that's a stretch. But like they lost one of their weapons in Bell, and it looks like they might not have Crowder for the game too. So they have nobody. They have nothing on the offense. Frank Gore is the starting running back.
But you know what? That's what Adam Gase wants. That's exactly what Adam Gase wants.
I know. Because did you hear they signed? What's his name? Oh my God. Wow, I'm not a real Dolphin fan apparently. I'm blanking on the name right now. Balazs.
Really, Kalen Balazs? Yes, I did hear that. Yes, of course.
What a good.
But yeah, just Niners. They're not going to go 0-2 to a Jets losing to the Jets. So easily Niners. Let's say this one could turn ugly. Let's go with about. Let's say this will be probably the only blowout I'll call this week. 30. Let's say 35. 35-10.
I'm calling 38-13.
38 what?
38-13. Jets lose.
All right. 35-10 Niners, 38-13. All right. This is an interesting one. LA Rams at the Eagles. Although, actually, maybe not so interesting. LA Rams.
Yeah, I agree. Not so interesting.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Wentz have a little bit of a bounce back game. I know you don't care. Like he was playing so freaking well, and then I don't know what happened. happened. Nobody knows what happened. 27 unanswered points happened. It's not all in him, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot to do with him too. So, yeah, like I really want to see Deshaun Jackson blow up for 1,000,000 yards, but I also want to see Cooper Kupp blow up for 1,000,000 yards. I'd like to see Higbee come out of the scene with Everett out. So, yeah, and I think all of the above will happen, but I think LA comes out on top, and I'm calling an LA win 28-24.
So, the same way I said the Bills are due for a stinker or two in the year, right? The Eagles, again, being a long Cowboys fan for the last 10 years,
Here comes.
I know that the Eagles, they are due for a surprising upset every year. Last year, it was against the Green Bay Packers on Thursday Night Football.
What's the line on this game? It can't be that.
It's, I think the
lines are like 2.5 or something, I assume. Not much.
It says, I'm not again. It says PK.
Oh yeah, that's literally even. That means it is not
Even.
an upset. It means you pick either of them.
And it looks like 46 points.
Okay,
So I have the Eagles will. I think the Eagles can win this game. The Eagles, I think, have a very good. Yeah, they have a very good chance to win this game because they just.
well, yeah, the odds makers are calling it even. So they have a
50-50 chance of winning the game, right? So, but so the Eagles last year against the Packers. I remember a couple of years ago against the Patriots on the road with Sam Bradford and like DeMarco Murray averaging like 1.5 yards a carry. Like the Eagles, they just win a surprising game every now and then, and I would hate it to be this one. But that being said, I will just go with the Rams. Just Rams. Let's say 24. Actually, you know what? They could break 30 in this one. Let's say because the Eagles are just devastated on injury-wise. So let's go 31 or even 31 20. 31-20.
Denver, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Denver, Pittsburgh. That's it for the that's the last 1:00 game on our schedule here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pittsburgh they're going to continue to be good as long as Big Ben's there. They're going to be one of the best teams in the AFC just with that defense, with that pass rush. Like,
yeah, it's a tough time for Lindsey to go out, man. So it's like, Royce Freeman coming back again. Oh yeah.
But again, hey, if Big Ben goes down, who knows?
Yeah, I don't think he's going down. I think Pittsburgh's going to win this game. Denver, Cortland Sutton comes back. I guess maybe they'll make it a little bit of a game, but that defense is just so good, man.
But what could also happen, though, is Vic Fangio doesn't call any timeouts left with the game on the line and the Steelers just driving for the game-winning score. So I think, look, but Denver, they'll hang in there. They also didn't they suffer an injury, like a key injury, Denver? Or am I thinking, like, not Von Miller? Isn't there someone else on offense? Philip Lindsay, yes, there you go. So I knew it was something, but they still have Melvin Gordon, so they'll be okay. But I just look, you're still going into Pittsburgh, right?
Looking good, buddy.
No, I know. So Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm calling Pittsburgh 26-13.
26-13. That's a good score. I would say something like Mike Tomlin likes to go for 2 every now and then, so you got to account for that. Let's say 25-12. 25-12.
Sounds good.
Or even 25-15. 25-15. Let's go. 25-15. Okay. We got the Washington football team on the 4:00 window, the first game of the 4:00 window, traveling to Arizona against the Cardinals. I don't think they're going to do it again, the football team.
Next.
Cards
next.
Yeah.
This
is another survivor option here.
31-17 Cards. There's not much to say here. Arizona looked
but
had a cool
no, but we can't say the Redskins pass rush of, yes, an old Ryan Kerrigan, but Ryan Kerrigan's still Ryan Kerrigan, and of course rookie Chase Young, right? That defensive line, they got something cooking there in Washington. I gotta say,
I want to see it. We're gonna see more of it. It's gonna be exciting. Not this game's coming. This game's not gonna be a Washington win though. Arizona.
I say Arizona will still put up a good, let's say 28. So they'll get 4 touchdowns.
Beating San Francisco and then losing to Washington. It just is.
It's the NFL. We've seen it so many times before, though.
We have. It's not going to happen this time, though.
I agree with you. So that's why I have Cardinals 28, football team 17, 28-17.
What's the line on it? Like 5.5.
Cardinals are 7-point favorites. Yeah. So Cardinals pretty comfortable about that. But again, who knows? Ravens at Texans, 4:25. I think this will be the primetime game. Ravens at Texans. Ravens.
Yeah, it's like Did Houston beat Baltimore last year? Did they play?
They did on the road.
Yeah.
Sorry, Houston beat Kansas City on the road last year.
Kansas City, that's right, not Baltimore. They knew they beat a big juggernaut. It was like a shocker. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like Houston has a chance. This isn't like a guaranteed lock. Don't go picking Baltimore in your survivor pools for whatever stupid reason you'd come along to doing so. Houston's a good team. They had a tough. The 1-2 punch of Kansas City, Baltimore for the Houston Texans is tough. Houston Texans are going 0-2 to start the season, but it's not because they're an 0-2 team. It's just because they had the hardest combination to. They played the
Chiefs and Ravens. Yeah, way to go.
The two best teams in football to start the year.
The NFL schedule makers gave them the middle finger on that one.
They really did. Baltimore 31-24. Houston has a chance to make a last minute comeback. A late comeback, and they just fall shy. Baltimore defense holds up.
The way I see this, like the biggest matchup that, like, I'm taking Baltimore as well, but to me, like, if Deshaun Watson, I mean, the Chiefs actually have a pretty good defensive line if you think of it, between Chris Jones and Frank Clark, right? So they've got guys that can get after quarterback, but so do the Ravens. They got Calais Campbell, right? And the Ravens are just every year in, year out, they're a solid defense, and I just don't think Houston's going to be able to protect Deshaun as good as Deshaun is, right?
Yeah.
They're just not going to protect him, and I think that's going to be the difference. Look, the same could be said with J.J. Watt getting after Lamar, but I mean, I don't know. I want to mention J.J. Watt because he's one of my favorite non-Cowboys, but just love J.J. Watt.
Will we see him all year?
Yeah, I hope so.
Please.
I really hope so.
Please.
But yeah, I just don't see Houston protecting Deshaun. So Baltimore, again, they get into the 30s, let's say 33-24. Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
I'm going scoregami on the next one.
Chiefs and Chargers?
Yes.
Good. You did your research.
No, I didn't. I'm just going to assume it's scoregami because I'm going to go for a weird score.
All right.
For a blowout. Yeah, I'm going 39-12. 39-12. That is my prediction. I'm going with the Chargers getting 4 field goals. Okay. The Chargers get 4 field goals.
I mean, I don't think the Chiefs' defense is good enough to keep them out of the end zone completely, but you're already talking about Tyrod Taylor and or Justin Herbert. Who knows when we'll see Justin Herbert? But yeah.
Bad. 9 points on my team, like my
me too.
Team. I want to see him do well, and I think hopefully he will. He'll get a lot of garbage time toss, dump downs, and stuff like that. They'll be trailing early, but the Chiefs are just that good, and their defense is actually really good. So yeah, I'm calling a blowout this one. Sorry, Tyrod.
I'm gonna go Chiefs 30. You know what? Let's get into the 40s here with the. You know what? Hang on. The Chargers. I'm thinking they lost Derwin James on defense.
Yep.
They still got Joey Bosa.
Yes.
They lost someone else though recently. I think again there's another injury that the Chargers have on defense.
I don't remember either. I'm not gonna pretend to remember it because I'm not gonna go to it. But they did have another big name go down recently. So
on the defense.
Yes.
Yeah. I would say the Chiefs could. Let's say 41. They'll get into the 40s on this one. 41-13. 41-13 for the Chiefs.
So those are two very similar predictions.
Basically, okay. Yeah. Primetime game. We got Seahawks hosting the Patriots.
Hell yeah. Should be a good one. I like Cam. I was a little surprised on what I saw in New England. Wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Just a lot of meh football. And like the Dolphins stayed in there. Like Dolphins defense held up. The offense wasn't as big of a travesty as the score looked. So it's just the running game couldn't get established, which is already a problem on its own. And then you play the New England line, which is just that's tough. But yeah, like they're not winning this game. Pete Carroll and the Seahawks are going to come out on top. And man, they let Russell Wilson go off last week, and they're not going to pick the foot off the throttle here. Seahawks are going to come in flying, and they're not going to stop. I'm calling the Seahawks 34-24.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like last week, I completely overlooked the impact that Jamal Adams would have on that Seattle defense. I
Right.
completely overlooked what Jamal Adams would do on that defense.
What one of the best defensive players in the league offers? Yeah.
No, but I'm saying but I just thought that Atlanta last week. I mean, they did put up the numbers. Like Matt Ryan leads the league in passing right now.
Right.
So they put up the numbers, but in garbage time, obviously.
Yeah, it was almost all garbage time.
For sure. But the way I see it right now is just, yeah, Belichick will play the Seahawks tough. Belichick will call it, a well, schemed out game for the Patriots, and they'll hang in there, but they just don't have the way I see it, Russell Wilson is basically Cam in the sense, not that he can run like Cam and just push an entire pile of humanity 5 extra yards or 10 extra yards, but he can still run, and he is a much better passer than Cam Newton. We all know that. He was an MVP. Russell Wilson was an MVP candidate last year, right? And just that deep ball, man. Russell Wilson throws the best deep ball in the NFL, and I'd say very close to Patrick Mahomes for Russell Wilson. You could even maybe throw Lamar in there, but I say Russell Wilson just throws the best deep ball, and the Seahawks will find a way to get a couple of big plays against the Patriots, and yeah, it's just not going to be enough for the Patriots to overcome. So Seahawks, let's go. They're not going to break 30. They're going to go, let's say 20. They're going to be some field goals, so 26, 17. And also keep in mind, there won't be a 12th man, right? So I don't think there's going to be any fans in Seattle as well. So the 12th man won't have as much of an effect, which means that the Patriots will still be, they won't have as much difficulty moving the ball compared to when there is a 12th man, but it's still just
12th man's overrated anyways. Okay, and
26-17. And it's not overrated. It's definitely a factor, but 26-17 is my pick.
Okay. New Orleans, Las Vegas, Monday Night Football in Vegas.
This is a very interesting matchup. This is a very interesting game because Drew Brees was pedestrian last week. He was great. He was accurate. Don't get me wrong. He was accurate, but I'm just saying pedestrian. He wasn't terrible, but he also wasn't the reason the Saints really won in my eyes. The Saints just were handed 2 gifted turnovers from Tom Brady and the Bucs, and they just had to cash in, right? So I think that the Saints will win, but it's going to be a close one.
No.
Oh, it's going to be a close one, yes.
No. I think it's an interesting matchup for fantasy implications. You got Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller, and then, well, I guess not really anybody on the wide receiver core anymore. And then Michael Thomas is gone, so now, you got names like Jared Cook and Emmanuel Sanders coming to the forefront with Alvin Kamara and Breeze.
I should probably start Emmanuel Sanders, eh?
Potentially, he might have to step up over Traquan Smith. I think he's a better receiver than him too. So, but they're not. It's not even going to be close. 31-13, Saints.
I mean,
me, you know what? 31-20.
But here's the thing: the Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, they put up they've put 30 points on the Panthers, and while the Panthers don't have the Saints defense, I'm not saying that
exactly my point. They don't have the Saints defense. The Saints have the Saints defense.
And while the Raiders they're not. Yeah, sorry. Just honestly, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to update my roster because I gotta find a place for Emmanuel Sanders right now. I want to do that before I forget, but I probably have to update my fantasy app because it's not working for me. I'll do that later.
After the podcast.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a hypocrite because I told you before no phone calls or anything like that during the show. But anyway, so anyway, look, the way I see this, it will come down to just the Saints are gonna win, right? But I think it's not going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be, give me 24-13. 24-13.
Okay.
11-point game. Yeah, I'm confident. 24-16. 24-16.
I also
one score
called
game.
An 11-point game, just for the record.
Nice, yeah.
20,
so you know what? 24-6. Yeah, and I said there wouldn't be a blowout, but anyway, 24-16 is my score.
All right, fair enough, man.
Yep. And and that's it. There are no teams on bye this week, so nothing to report there. But yeah, that was fun. And
Always a pleasure, Mike.
yeah, let's do this every week. And just so you know, going forward, also we might even bring a couple of my classmates on the panel as well.
Let's
The
go.
whole roundtable going. We'll see.
I'm down. I'm down to argue with some people and tell them that their opinions are wrong and stupid. Just like rooting for the Dolphins. Hey,
Hey, at least you admit it. At least you admit it. But this has been a Langer at the Mic episode. Thank you for watching. If you like our content, if you like to see more guests on the show, then just please like my videos, subscribe to my channel, give me a follow on Twitter in the link below. I'll include that in the description. And this has been a Langer at the Mic NFL preview. Thank you for watching and see you again next time.